I just got home from cleaning a casino. Today is the day. Are you ready? I've been meaning to do this for a while now. Welcome to my loft here. We got Powerwashing Simulator there. My kids have played it a little bit, but I really haven't given it a full shake. My name's Andrew Meads. I've been power washing for 14 years. Today is the day. I'm gonna try Powerwashing Simulator. Let's do this. Clean the van, our first job as a power washer. Let's do this. I'm excited. All right, first things first, anytime you show up on a job site, gotta get my pressure washer set up here. I'm gonna find my machine. I have a gun, I don't have any hoses, and I don't have a power washer. Sorry, I wanted to meet my piece of equipment here. It turns out I have a magic gun. Pulling and managing hoses is like half of the job sometimes. I usually get there, we set up, get water supply, get it start going in the tanks, run the pressure lines out here, but I don't have a piece of equipment. Where's my hose? I wanted to see what kind of machine I have. Is it a little dinky residential one? We got a nice big hot pressure washer. Apparently we just have a very stubby gun. Why is it so small? Every pressure washer you get gets your standard extension on the gun and nozzle. We're just hitting it with a 15-degree tip, and it is, wow, that is a beautiful contrast. You can see the water kind of sinks into the surface. That's weird. Where is the dirt going? So, what? Is he laying down? It's like sniper rifle mode? No, okay, standing, crouching, 14 years, I don't think I've ever laid down on the ground unless I was super desperate. Like normally you get a long gun and you flip it upside down, or you get the right attachment. Am I like gliding along like a snake? What is this? The dirt seems to be magically disappearing as well. Kind of goes with my no pressure lines here. But if I were to hit this dirty truck, this is now coated, just absolutely covered with it. So I tell customers, I'm gonna make a big mess as I'm cleaning, and then I'm gonna clean it up, because sometimes it looks like you've just created a bigger problem. When you're cleaning sidewalks, it's splattering up all over the walls. It's like, no, I'm gonna go down the walls and rinse down all the dirt, but I haven't got there yet. The dirt magically disappears. Back to doing this. All right, we have a very dirty van. First step, what are we trying to clean up? You got your staining. So what is it? We're cleaning up dirt here. We're cleaning, it looks like some weird white staining in the paint. It looks like this thing's been through a fire. We got smoke damage on here. The first step is always figure out what it is you're trying to clean up. After 14 years of doing this, I tell people I'm an applied chemist. I put the right products on, they do the heavy lifting. The pressure washers are just there to speed up rinsing. If this was smoke damage or something, there's a product called Smoke Melt that you put on, mostly for masonry surfaces. It's great at breaking that bond between the smoke and the masonry surface. You put it on, let it dwell, pressure wash it off. You need a bit of pressure. We have a painted surface with a nice hard durable finish, so the clear coat on it. There's no pores in here. You're not going to, you're not gonna have stuff penetrating into the surface. You could, in theory, I guess, just power wash it off water alone, but there's a whole industry called fleet washing, and their sole job is just to take dirty road vehicles and pressure wash them up. Sometimes they got guys lining up 50, 100 different vehicles to wash with a crew. They do something called two-stepping. So first step is they apply an acid on the surface, and then they apply a base on it, and then they'll pressure wash it off. That gets it mostly brushless. Nothing will ever clean better than putting a light brush on the surface, but you can get it as a mostly brushless process. You use the brush just to dress. When I'm standing here, a 15-degree tip this far away is straight up. It just looks weird, the physics of it. So this gun has stats. Just in case you didn't know, the gun itself really doesn't help with anything. It's just the on-off trigger. You can get nice relaxed handles that if you're going to be squeezing it for 5 hours, they require a lot less force to hold open. All these stats that this gun has, they come from the products that you put on. All right, if you want to get an oily thing out of the surface, you need a butyl-based degreaser, you need a poultice, you need something to do the actual cleaning and lifting. Oil repels water. If you try to pressure wash off oil, and say it's in concrete surface, you've got water on oil in the deepest pores, you're not going to get any flushing. The oil is just going to resist it. Red tip nozzle, I tell people, just if you buy a new pressure washer, you take that red tip, throw that red tip right in the garbage can. All you're going to do with that red tip is you're going to damage things, and sometimes you're not going to realize you damaged them when it's nice and wet, and then it dries, and oh, your new concrete's just got zebra streaking all over it. 14 years of power washing, I can count on one hand how many times I've used the red tip. Here we go, red tip. Let's get nice and close here. Ready? Sorry, paint. Oh, 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 it's magically cleaning. Okay. In real life, I've just ripped that vinyl right off the surface there. Okay, so 0 degree provides the narrowest beam of water for maximum pressure. 15 degree creates a narrow fan of water, provides strong pressure. 25 provides good balance. It is not all rinsing off, so it has stickiness to it. But if I get closer, that's weird too. This is a non-porous surface, super hard finish, right? If water alone is cleaning it, you should just be able to rinse this thing and it's gonna be melting off there. This dirt has weird physics. Oh, I made $3. Yes, $3 from cleaning this little tail light here. And let's, hold on. Oh, auto trigger mode, license plate, boom, comes off. Let's go back. What other equipment do I have? No cleaners attached. Where can I get some cleaning liquid here? Wait, I have a tablet. I was gonna find a local power washing supplier on Maps and just, you know what? HD Brightenol and some cleanse oil, right? We just put the mild acid on and then we'll just two-step this thing and just, okay, there's the acid, okay, there's the base, and then we just kind of rinse up from the bottom here. One thing people get stuck on a lot is, okay, do you go top down, bottom up, guys, calling out guys, oh, you really should have rinsed that top down, blah, blah, blah. So sometimes there's reasons to do both. Two-stepping. You put the acid on, you put the base on. They're sitting on the surface while the chemicals are on there. You can easily break the bond. If they get rinsed off before you hit it with pressure, you'll have to reapply and try again, and it won't come off as nice. So that's why you apply it. You want to hit it while those products are still on the surface. So you work from bottom up, or if you're doing a big tractor trailer or something, you'll see the guys kind of quickly go down the side, but they're pushing the product in front of them so it stays active and working. What you don't want to do is start from the top, rinse off all your product, so by the time you get to the bottom of the vehicle, you've diluted everything down. It can re-adhere back on the surface or just won't rinse off all the dirt and debris, and you've gone back. You want to try and do this as brushlessly as possible. I don't want to scrub every square inch of this van. I just want to let the products do the work. And the whole point of two-stepping is to speed things up here. Okay, this side would be done. Put on the acid, bing, 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 put on the base. They have really cool, I don't do fleet washing, it's a whole world. They have these really cool things called two-step guns. We've got acid and base lines and a valve to switch between them, and they can apply the acid, apply the base, put the valve on, and then turn them both off and rinse with pressure, and it really fly through vehicles and clean them as efficiently as possible. All right, this looks hilarious. I don't know, okay. Oh, wow. It highlights all of the, oh, is there dirt underneath too? Of course there is. Oh my God, there's dirt on the tires. Gotta make sure those tires are shiny, sparkling clean. When I talk with a customer, first thing I do is ask them what they've noticed, because very obvious, it needs to be cleaned. But hearing them say, oh, my siding is green or this and that, you know what they've noticed and you know what to do to clean it up. The scope of work is key. If you want to get paid for a job, you have to know how clean to get it. This has got some highlight dynamic to show us when we're done. If I just kind of quickly rinse this off here, a customer is not going to give a crap about undercarriage. Sometimes they do want, depending on what you're cleaning up, and I'm sliding along the ground like a snake. Okay. But basically this is one van here. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. I've got bigger jobs to do, bigger fish to fry. Like, see, how much money am I making from one van here? I don't want to rinse off the windows. What the? Glass. With some product, this should really rinse off here. Like either the water's doing the job or you're putting products on to do it. Oh, I can get right on top. Wow. Hopefully dude doesn't mind me standing on his vehicle here. I would like a longer gun, please. Thank you. Don't mind me as I stand on the roof of your vehicle here. Oh, that'll drive me crazy. Like these tiny little spots that you missed. And the window too. All right, boom, 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 there we go. So you don't have to do it all. You only have to do a chunk of it and it cleans the rest automatically. Where is that in real life? There's no world in which I'm putting a red tip on and just going to town on the tire like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm over this job. Let's go. What's the next thing I want to do here? Cleaning the tires, that kills me. This is weird. I've already picked up some bad habits here. Why would you try and shove electricity, old style headlights? You just shove water back there when you could clean it with a gentle process. That's just asking for trouble. One realistic thing I'll give it, you do have to hit everything from every angle. The grime stays on the surface, up, down, behind, under. You have to change up all the angles that you're hitting something, just like this, because otherwise dirt will stay underneath the surface. Can I get even lower? Like, been doing this, what, 10 minutes here, and look at the bad habits I've already picked up. Oh, wing mirrors. There we go, 150 bucks for cleaning that guy's vehicle. This is the extraordinary Dr. Power Washer. I got your details from your friend Harper. I could really do with your hand at my place when you're free. Escape to complete the job. Oh, what? A time lapse? That's cool. Oh my God, don't stand on cars, dude. Get my 150 bucks. See, was that cash job or what? Clean the back garden. dirtiest backyard you've ever seen. Step one is we go and talk to the homeowner and we ask them where their water supply is. Considering that's my van. Okay, and I have a magical gun here with no hoses I have to put into the thing. What happened? It's like it was in a fire, but the grass is completely unaffected. How much is this job? We have several different substrates here. We have a wooden fence. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna take the red tip right on the wooden fence. Yeah, don't use a red tip on a wooden fence unless you wanna etch into the wood there. Wow. So we've got wood, we've got some natural stone, tile, brick, what material that is, painted surface there. The house is immaculate though. What in the lawn furniture, patio furniture? We've got an umbrella, got a metal chair. So we have a lot of different substrates. And why does that matter? We're gonna put products on to clean. I'm gonna come here with bleach and I'm gonna nuke the crap out of this backyard here. I'm gonna soft wash and apply bleach over all of this with some pressure. The fence, the wood, the metal, all these things have different consideration. Any bare metal, you wanna put a ton of bleach on that, it's an oxidizer, you're gonna rust it. Like your barbecue here. I don't wanna nuke the crap out of that with bleach. You're gonna run into a problem and end up buying them a new barbecue. Apparently water is just doing a great job here. But the stone looks like lichen. That's pretty cool. Now lichen can be a pain in the butt to take off. Let's see, like the red tip does it, obviously, because it's a laser beam. But let's see, I put the wide tip on. That's realistic, I like that part. I mean, the stone needs a little bit more than that, but the lichen itself, the fact that it, oh my God, just power washing to like 12 inches from my face. Okay, safety first. Wood. Okay, I like that. Wood, metal, okay, that's not bad. What's it, multi-purpose? Okay, so outdoor fabric is multi-purpose. Wow, that is pretty gross. I do like the fact this lichen here, that needs a bit of pressure. It needs to be nuked with some bleach and soap to soften it up. And then it needs some pressure to be taken off there. When you don't know what you're doing, you damage things when you think water cleans everything. Water does not clean everything. Realistically, the fence doesn't look like that. I'm just hitting it with water. I haven't put any products on here. You want to put products on wood, you want to soften up the gray fibers, you want stuff to penetrate and kind of kill any organic growth in there. That's just one facet of this job. How I would approach this job here. We head to the pressure washing supplier. I get myself a nice surface head. I get myself an M-Jet, which is an attachment at the end of the pressure washer that can suck up product and put it out in the pressure washing stream. Bleach for most of this. Look at this. So all these, like river rock, oh my God. Or all these little pieces of gravel here. Let's put on a red tip, see what happens here. Let me just blast these into the neighbor's backyard here. And it's gone. Like this should be over there. We should have a nice big hole in here. We should have actually pulled up a bunch of mud and added a nice, a bunch of mud here to be cleaned up as well. Nuke this whole thing with some bleach. Let the bleach do 90% of the work and then you're just rinsing. Like I wouldn't even use any of these tips. I'd make sure, yeah, the metal here depends on what it is, but you could probably coat this whole thing in bleach and just, if you're not sure, just rinse off the chairs and it's the table metal too, plastic and with a metal rim. Yeah, to go. If it's painted, you should be fine. This, I would do a little test to make sure. Usually outdoor fabrics are bleach stable or bleachable. Same with this gross chair and this little toy car. That's awesome. Okay, how do I go to my next job here? I refuse. I turn down. I fire this customer and we move on to our next job. Thank you, no thank you. How much is this job even for? 400 bucks. That's a lot of work for 400 bucks going inch by inch here. I got 150 bucks. What can I buy with that? Bonus jobs, replay, challenge mode. Oh, right here. Oh, okay, let's see. Power washers. Those are guns. Those are not power washers at all. Cleaning liquids. Cleaning liquids attached to soap nozzles. Match liquids to surface materials for the most effective result. Okay, I'll give it to you. Modifications, those are cool. Where can I get those? Personalize the look of your washer and extensions. Equipment, get kitted out with attachments and accessories help complete your job. And clothing, glass cleaner, metal cleaner, plastic cleaner, stone cleaner, multi-purpose cleaner, wood cleaner. Where's my bleach? Rapidly removes all dirt types from stone surfaces. Rapidly removes all dirt types from it. Rapidly removes all dirt types. Rapidly removes all dirt types. Rapidly removes all dirt types. Okay, so they've done, you've got cleaning by substrate. It still needs to be cleaning by the staining. So if you've got paint in stone, that's different than if you've got algae in stone here. But let's try one of these here, okay. Oh, rotary tip, okay, they have that, a weird looking one, but okay. Soap nozzle, turbo nozzle, another turbo nozzle, $2,000, $120. Then for the rock, I got a foaming attachment. Like the foaming attachment, it looks like a foamer. Okay, let me see my pressure washers here. What do we got? Power washers, light duty, 1500. Let me see my stats on this. PSI, but who cares? I'll tell you a tip. When you start out, people obsessed about your PSI. Oh, I've got a 2500. 2,500 machine, I gotta get that 4,000 PSI machine. When you get into it, I could care less about PSI. I want that flow rate, all right? Give me 8 gallons a minute as a standard for commercial work. Once you get to 8 gallons a minute, your jobs go by so quicker, you just rinse faster. Jobs I do where pressure is the determining factor, very rarely is pressure a factor. It's always flow rate. The more water you're putting down, the faster you can rinse. And again, the chemicals are doing the work. So you just want to rinse as fast as you can. You want to push dirt as fast as you can. So they need PSI and they need flow rate. They need the type of machine. This is a gun. This isn't a pressure washer. Unless this is a magic gun that it does look at the bottom like there is an attachment for a pressure hose, but I have no hoses. Where are my hoses? Where are my pressure washers? Do I have a surface head? Professional duty. Hold on. Oh, it's white. $5,000. Ooh, look at those stats. We have no other information other than you can use much more expensive attachments, which, you know, that part is realistic. Okay, that's weird. This is a handle, all right? This is not a pressure washer in itself. Give me a nice engine with a belt-driven pump and give me a nice diesel burner so I can heat up my water. That's just weird. Or I gotta get going soon, but let's try. Okay, I got this. I got my cleaning liquid. Let's clean up some stone here. What? Okay, I got a big circle. Stone, let's try it here. First and foremost, before you just start spraying a random product on the surface, SDS sheet. What is in this? What's the active ingredient? What am I doing? Give me SDS sheet, read it, figure out what's in there. What kind of PPE am I wearing? What happens if you get it in your eyes? Never get it in your eyes, but you gotta know what you're spraying first and foremost. Get the spec sheet. It tells you how to use their product. Apply it. Let it dwell 15, or pre-wet the surface, apply it, let it dwell 15 minutes, do a second application if it's bad. What are you trying to clean up? What do you, like, let's just see though. Got a weird bubble noise. We gonna have a lot of frothing. So I apply it. How can I tell how much I have left? Oh, you can see down there. Okay, stonework here. So I would apply it all. We're gonna do something else for 10 minutes and let that dwell. This should clean easier now. So I should just be able to rinse that stone, the lichen. That's kind of weird. That's weird. It's just kind of like magically cleans on its own. The product breaks the bonds. The pressure washers are still needed to rinse off here. Also, where's all this? I mean, the dirt obviously pool up. Okay, so back to another point here. I clean all of this stonework in their pond. I now have a foot of muddy, dirty water in there. You're gonna leave your customer with that? What is your plan with that going forward? Where's all this dirt going? Push it into the grass and hopefully the grass isn't saturated and can take it all in there. And if I'm gonna dump a ton of bleach, we gotta pre-wet all of their landscaping. Okay, that's it for me for today. I like how your shop is just with you. I would wish I could get supplies magically out of thin air. Okay, we'll leave that for now. 450 bucks. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's a good starting point. Thoughts? I like it. It's also really weird. There is a lot of things about it that are kind of realistic. Like the lichen is, it does take more effort to get lichen off than just random whatever this dirt is. But things that are weird is I just pushed a whole bunch of dirt. It should be all sitting right there. Doesn't magically disappear. So things like, okay, we have a immaculate wall. Let me just pressure wash in front here. Well, guess what? That wall is not immaculate anymore. There's no power washers. It's Powerwashing Simulator. It's like having a flight simulator without an airplane. There's no actual power. We have magical guns that don't have any hoses, so you don't have to consider flow rate for your equipment, your water lines, God, half the time I'm working, your hose gets stuck on everything it possibly can. So it gets stuck on all these stones, it gets stuck on everything, and you have to go back and lift and take it on. Anyways, yeah, get some power washers in Powerwashing Simulator would be fun to start. People can start with their little Home Depot units and then work their way up. Having hot power washers is key. Rather than weird products that are just designed for a substrate, you need actual products that, I don't know why you couldn't have the real chemical names for the things and what they actually do. The game needs to have damage because there's no world in which I can put on a red tip and not destroy a lot of things, and then instead of making $450 from this job, you're gonna owe the homeowner a new fence and new siding and a new patio, and you bleach his barbecue, you're gonna buy him a new barbecue. A lot of things to learn there, and I think those could be fun elements to the game when you don't know and you damage something, because that's real life. You go out and you try and charge someone $450 to clean their patio. One, if you use water only, it's gonna look like crap. A job is only ever as good as your customer's appreciation of it or understanding of it, but the next guy that shows up and sprays some bleach down and blows you out of the water, you're never getting a call back again. I definitely want to try this again, so we'll leave it at that. We'll pick this up and try again another time.